Hello everyone, I'm Genesis,
I'm Junebug.
and this is
Let's see how this goes.
with Quill.
This is Quill. He's snuggling into the towel.
Yep.
Okay, so probably close to a year ago now, if y'all watch us a lot, we got him. We didn't intend to get another hedgehog, but we took him in. He was really scrawny. He needed a lot of updates for his home. And we noticed he was just itchy a lot. I'm like, oh, maybe because he could physically move his body, unlike Bruce, that he's just able to scratch. That was my first thought because he was so much smaller than Bruce. And like, Bruce might be just too round to itch.
Yeah.
Or he just doesn't care because he likes to walk in his own poop.
Well, and I think I noticed that most in the wintertime, I was like, oh, maybe they just get itchy like humans get itchy in the wintertime. Everything is dry and...
Because I remember looking it up with Bruce, and yeah, dry skin. They get dry skin because they don't have like fur, except on their bellies.
Yeah, we've tried giving them a certain type of lotion before.
It was like a
too.
baby lotion.
Yeah. And I guess it didn't really work too well.
No.
You know.
They didn't like it. So lately, a couple weeks ago, I'm like, what's wrong with his eye? It looks like it was like the...
Yeah, he wasn't opening it all the way.
I'm like, what did you do to your eye? Because he likes to just shove everything in his water bowl, then frolic in it and make a huge mess and be disgusting.
Yeah, and dig through his litter and just be a whole nuisance.
So I was like, look at his eye. He's not going to like it.
I know.
He's like, what do you want? And you're like, oh, his eye looks fine to me. I'm like, it looks funny. And then I noticed, I'm like, his eye looks like it's squinting even more. And so we picked him up, and I noticed there's like gook and stuff in his ear and like around his head. I'm like, is he literally turning into a fungi from all of his water bowl festivities?
And that's why I originally thought, too, maybe some water just dried and got some...
Because yes, we do give them baths and dry them, as you should with a hedgehog.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like I left him like plop and damp into the pen.
Yeah, and the amount of times that we've had
And then
to...
he was getting even more itchy. He hasn't been as active. I'm like, something is wrong. Because I tried to get some of the stuff off myself. He's not having it.
No.
So we found a place, a vet that takes hedgies. And Mr. Genesis will take it away because he took Quilly to the vet.
Yep. Friday, we drove out, me and Quill, and still, like, no contact with the vet, so I sat out in the parking lot while Tech came out, took his carrier. He had his favorite blankie in there, and after about an hour, the vet had filled me in that she was originally looking at the ear and the eye, and she discovered from a piece of flake that had fallen off, she looked at it under a microscope and discovered that he had mites, and that the infection was caused from the mites. So the vet tech brought him out in his carrier, and she had antibacterial for him to take twice a day, and a syringe where you squirt on some stuff that helps kill the mites. So
Kind of like the anti-flea stuff you put on a dog.
Yep. She said to try and put it on a place where he can't lick, which for most animals is right back behind the neck. So
Oh, hello.
Junebug's been helping me give him his antibacterial in the morning and at night.
Yep, twice a day for 10 days.
Yep.
A lot for this little guy. He's not a fan.
Yeah. Well, we've been doing a good job so far.
Hi. He's already making some progress.
Yeah, his eye already looks so much better.
He's being more active. He never stopped eating or drinking.
No, thank goodness.
Oh, hello. I know. Oh, he was like, you know.
He's a Quill.
Yeah, he's been seepier. Must be the medicine. Oh, don't annoy him.
Well, that's for him to decide.
We get to annoy him later again for his another dose of meds.
Mm-hmm.
And it's oral. It's a liquid that you just... It's not like we have to make him take a pill.
Yeah, try to get him
Or
to
put something up his butt or anything.
try to get him to bite on the nozzle, and I injected. So far, pretty much everything's gone, like, in his mouth. Like, I don't really...
It's a teeniest little dose.
Yeah.
It, like, fills up the needle part. Sir.
Yeah.
He tickling.
Yep.
But then we wanted to say, because we're like, where did he get mites? Because our other hedgehog obviously doesn't live with him. He wants to kill him. He doesn't have anything. The rabbits don't have anything. He doesn't go outside. He just doesn't like frolic with anything. That room's clean, as it can be with rabbits, who insist it must be a mess.
Yeah.
So we've noticed he's always been itchy. So we think we rescued him with the mites, and unfortunately it's just...
taking this long for us to do something about it.
We think.
Yeah.
We don't know where else he could have gotten it.
The vet thinks maybe we got an infested thing of litter.
But then none of our other pets have it.
Yeah.
Because they all share the litter.
Yeah, it's the paper bedding that I use for...
Is it from KT or Critiker?
This batch right now is not our usual stuff because our normal stuff is out of stock. We're having tough luck with hay and litter lately, but we've been able to make do.
Yeah, he's not allowed to have his litter right now.
So instead, I layered the bottom of his tank with paper towel, and he's still got his blankie that is freshly washed.
Yeah, will get washed a lot more often right now. He's not a fan, but
yeah, should be after a month of rotating stuff like the paper towel, cleaning the tank, and the mite medication is a monthly dose. So one squirt on the neck lasts another month.
So I don't know if I can bathe him. I hope I can bathe him in these next 3 months. He won't get real smelly and gross. He's already very gross with his fungusy, fuzzy stuff.
Yeah, we're talking about you, little guy.
And because he's not albino, it was harder to see.
Yeah.
It's also hard to find someone who would look at a hedgehog.
Yeah, closest vet for us that would look at him was about an hour away, 52 minutes.
We remember finding a vet for bunnies, and we're like, woohoo! But they wouldn't take hedgehogs, but then the other one takes hedgehogs but not bunnies.
It is weird.
Oh, I'm sorry. I know, it's very frustrating, these vets. We just want to say what's been going on with Hedgie, with Quilly. Living our best life, I guess. Taking care of our sick hedgehog. And we notice his stuff is falling off. Because I use gloves to handle him right now. Because he also gets mad. He's like, I don't want to take that medicine.
Well, he's been doing a good job with it.
Yeah. He'll bite it and then Jazz just goes, and he's like, eh.
He's like,
I don't like it.
Usually runs for a little bit of food or water afterwards to get the taste out of his mouth.
Now I have a question for anyone who's watching. Now for cats, I know you don't really bathe them. But for a dog, when you put the thing on for the fleas, you could still give them baths, right? If it's supposed to protect him for a month, I assume it's still not a liquid the whole month on his back, right?
Right, once it absorbs in the skin, it should be fine, but it's just a matter of how do you know when it's absorbed into the skin.
Yeah. Is it absorbed, Quill?
Is there a wet spot on the back of your neck still?
So, if you could leave a comment, I know he's not a dog, but it's the same concept.
Yeah.
He uses cat medicine.
Yeah,
He eats cat's food. Don't worry, he's supposed to.
Yeah, all the medicine the vet gave me is made for cats, but
A 5-pound cat.
Yeah, it's all measured for Quill though.
Yes. And they gave us a handy dandy red line, all the way to here. And it's like,
Oh yeah, for the antibacteria, the flea medication or the mite medication, it's pre-measured syringes. It's just the daily stuff we have to measure ourselves.
I know. Life's so hard for Quill at first. We see him? There he is in all his glory. He doesn't want to look at the camera. Well, that's it. Nothing exciting. Just dealing with her sick fur baby.
Yeah.
Spiky baby.
Yeah. Very spiky.
Fungusy baby.
We'll see you next guy.